New York City's mayor wants to reduce the cost and environmental impact of food waste. He's expanding a pilot composting program that, if successful, experts believe in a few years could become mandatory. For those in the composting business, this could translate into fertile ground for growth. Karina Huber has the story.
And I'm going to put another bucket in here.
New York City's new focus on composting is good news to Vandra Thorburn. She's the founder of Bokashi, a composting company that specializes in a fermenting process called bokashi.
Rather than letting food waste rot, which is what would happen if the food waste is left out in the air, we use a brand with these anaerobic microorganisms that begin to pickle the food waste.
This minimizes foul smells. The food waste is then mixed with earth and wood shavings and turned into soil.
Put all of this in.
Bokashi has roughly 50 customers, most of them residential, who are charged $40 a month to pick up their food scraps.
Bokashi wants to take this process and implement it on a much larger scale, shifting away from the residential sector to the commercial sector where small businesses might have kitchens and need these kinds of services. It could be a lot more lucrative.
That's because they can be charged more and businesses have to pay for their own composting services, unlike the residential sector, which will be serviced by the city. Bokashi is just one example of many businesses that could flourish as the city looks for ways to cut back on costs associated with exporting food scraps to landfill in other states.
We'll bury this year 1.1 million tons of food waste in our landfills at a cost of nearly $80 per ton. That waste can be used as fertilizer or converted to energy at a much lower price.
Rob Gonen of the Department of Sanitation says the city is talking to companies that could process food waste into biogas, which could then be used to generate electricity.
If someone can come up with a more cost-effective and environmentally beneficial alternative, which already exists, that money is there for them to use in terms of processing organics. So the opportunity is tremendous.
And that's just for the residential sector. If composting becomes mandatory in New York like it is in San Francisco and Seattle, the city's businesses will also be looking to hire those with composting expertise. And that could mean a spurt of new growth for Bokashi and other companies like it. Karina Huber, CCTV, New York.